You ever argue with a Scorpio? Let me help you understand something. It's never going to go in your favor. Most people treat arguments like a chess match. You're calculating your next move, trying to strategize your defense, rehearsing your lines, and building your points like it's debate club. But with a Scorpio, you're not playing chess. You're playing with your mind. And you already lost the moment you raised your voice. See, Scorpio doesn't argue to win. They argue to expose. They don't need to yell. They don't need to out-talk you. They sit in silence while their intuition maps out every motive you didn't even know you had. They can feel the vibration of your guilt, the pulse of your fear, the tiny, energetic tremor that gives away your lie before your mouth even opens. A Scorpio argument isn't about words. It's psychological warfare. You think you're throwing shade, but they're studying the shade's source, its direction, its intention, and how deep it runs in your subconscious. They're not just listening to what you said. They're listening to why you said it and what wound inside you made you react that way. By the time you finish your sentence, they've already analyzed your childhood trauma, your defense mechanisms, and your attachment style. They can smell emotional weakness like blood in water. They can sense when you're bluffing, when you're lying, when you're projecting. It's not magic, it's instinct. They were born with a built-in emotional radar system that most people will never understand. And when they feel that emotional weakness, they don't attack impulsively. No, they strike with precision. Because Scorpios don't do sloppy arguments. They don't fight unless they're certain you're wrong and unless you've crossed a line. And when they strike, it's surgical. Every word is measured. Every truth they throw is wrapped in emotional gravity. It lands heavy because it's real, and that's what makes people uncomfortable. It's not that Scorpios are cruel, it's that they don't flinch when truth burns. They'll tell you exactly who you are, what you're avoiding, and what you've been pretending not to see in yourself. And that level of emotional confrontation feels like an attack to anyone who's not self-aware. See, a Scorpio doesn't just argue with you, they mirror you. They make you face yourself, your manipulation, your hypocrisy, your half-truths. They pull your shadow into the light, and suddenly you're not mad at them. You're mad at yourself for being seen. That's why people say arguing with a Scorpio feels like losing control of your own mind. Because while you're defending yourself, they're quietly unraveling the entire psychology of why you even felt the need to defend yourself in the first place. They don't argue for ego, they argue for truth. They argue to get to the root, to the pulse, to the reason. And that's a level most people can't handle. So the next time you find yourself in an argument with a Scorpio, ask yourself, are you really ready to be seen for who you are beneath all your defenses? Because when you step into that ring, you're not facing just a person. You're facing a mirror that refuses to lie. And that mirror doesn't blink.